buddy?
We don't know, but you clear it.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, what this is hate crime, and we see it happen. We hear reports on it, and it's evidence of cowardice. Besides that, these idiots. These are the same people who are going to come around begging for welfare. And I don't think they understand what's happening. They are alienating a generation of white Americans. And the day is coming, and they're going to sit back and say, oh, give us more money. We're black. We're poor. Bunk.
Yeah,
there's a problem here that's enormous. It has to be addressed and faced one of these days. And everybody wants to pussyfoot around, and let's not talk about it, and blah, blah, blah. This may get talked about before this is all over. There's a problem here that needs to be addressed and stopped. And what needs to be done is everybody who's convicted playing this knockout game, bury their butts in a slammer. All right, put him away for 20 years. And they say, oh, he's a good boy. No, he's a thug. He's a damn thug. That's all he is. Throw his ass away, throw him in the slammer, put him away for 20 years minimum, maybe even charge him with, who knows, hate crimes. Charge him with a hate crime. If there's any if it's interracial, charge him with hate crimes. Do it every single time until they understand. Play the knockout game, and you're going bye-bye. We're not going to catch all of it, but we get some of it. And we're going to play the knockout game in the slammer.
Well, we had a high school football player, he's black, and he threw a guard on the floor at where he was at, I think, Cass Tech, and knocked the guard right off, flipped him right in the air. Somebody had it on their camera. So he's in and out of jail, and they finally get him off. And the first day it's on camera, he assaults his girlfriend. And I didn't learn anything. And so they had this special program where we'll help you out. Well, and he got off again. So I'm just waiting for the next time they have him on TV where he's killed somebody.
Well, it does happen to all races. It's just not a black issue. It's not a black issue. It's a white issue.
Primarily, though.
I've seen some pretty horrendous crimes committed. So I think the culture in itself, I think our society, is a sign of decay, and I think you're going to continue to see it increase on both sides because people are being placed in a position that there isn't anything to do. And I don't, how happens with idle hands.
On the back of the head?
I
don't have anything to do, Mel. I think I'll go out and mug somebody.
No. I don't have anything.
Say one last thing here, okay? I've seen a bumper sticker that says the best way to get on your feet is to get off your ass.
Alrighty.
With that, I'll let you go.
Alrighty, thanks, Dave.
All right, Jason. Sold at 2,000 shortly.
Here's something from McDonald's. Tough U.S. rivalries, China food scandal, pound McDonald's, meaning McDonald's restaurants, of course. McDonald's PowerPoint shows not giving investors many reasons to sing the fast food chain I'm loving it deal. On Tuesday, said quarterly profits dropped by nearly one-third and warned that global restaurant sales will fall again in October. McDonald's net income slid 30% to $1.07 billion, or a little over $1 per share for the quarter that ended September 30th. Sales of restaurants open at least 13 months. A closely watched gauge of performance fell a steeper than expected 3.3% in the United States. Yada yada. McDonald's taking a hit. Do you think that's important? Does it indicate something, or is it just a little anomaly, Melody?
Well, I think it's a sign of the times. And, it's the breeze from the breeze. And I think it's a sign to show that, and sometimes you can even take it a little bit step further to is there something going on, within McDonald's? We talked about the meats no longer have to require labels and where the meat is being generated from and what country and, what were these animals fed and so forth. So, it's a sign of the time.
You're going to have mystery burgers before this is all over, where we won't know for sure. A quarter-pound mystery plus fries. The fries will definitely be made from potatoes, we think. The hamburgers, we don't know what they're going to be made of.
But I think a lot of McDonald's their income actually comes from Europe. We reported that just like 40%.
They're multinational.
40% of their business comes from Europe, which I found very surprising. But
at McDonald's, we do it all for cash. Let's take a break for some more commercial announcements. I'm Alfred Addis here with Melody Stevenson. Be back in a moment. Please stay tuned.
Since the beginning of the United States, kings have sought it, nations have fought for it. It has been traded, borrowed, purchased, and stolen. There is a reason for it. To secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, invest with the security of gold and silver. Call Discount Gold and Silver Trading at 1-800-375-4188. That's 1-800-375-4188. Listen to Financial Survival with your host, Melody Stevenson, on American Voice Radio Network and Shortwave Radio. Visit DiscountGoldandSilverTrading.net or call 1-800-375-4188. That's 1-800-375-4188. For the very best in gold and silver trading, call toll-free 1-800-375-4188. That's 1-800-375-4188. Call now.
Pandemics will be a part of our future. The question is, how do we protect ourselves? Are you willing to put your trust in an untested vaccine, hoping it kills mutating viruses? Remember, 19 outward damages. God gave you a sophisticated immune system, and in times of need, you can make it 10 times stronger. So there's no need to panic. Just get prepared. Call Apothecary Herbs to order your upgraded pandemic kit. You will have 8 professional strength formulas offering broad-spectrum immune-boosting protection. Take a stand. Have a plan. Have peace and request your pandemic kit today. Call Apothecary Herbs toll-free 866-229-3663 or online thepowerbs.com. That's 866-229-3663 or thepowerbs.com.
Here with Melody Stevenson on Financial Survival, brought to you by Discount Gold and Silver at 1-800-375-4188. Let's talk about the Rodney Dangerfield of American politics. And who would that be? Well, here's something from John Bolton. This is in the Washington Times. John Bolton, former ambassador to the United Nations. He recently said President Obama's weakness on the world stage is only opening the door for Russia's President Vladimir Putin to continue his aggression, something that's going to create a dangerous scene for America and Europe in the coming 2 years. And what he means is the remainder of President Obama's term in office as President of the United States. Bolton said, we're in for a dangerous time in Europe for the next couple of years, and yet the President doesn't seem to pay attention anymore. Now, that's an interesting statement, and it's the kind of thing that's subjective. We can't say, is he paying attention, is he not paying attention? But Bolton, being former ambassador to the United Nations, and at least someone who's mentioned from time to time as a possible contender for the presidency in 2016, this guy has information. Politics is his life. He's aware of what's going on to a level that we aren't. He lives this on a regular basis. So when he says the president doesn't seem to pay attention anymore, maybe he's telling the truth. Now, I'm not saying that's absolutely true, but I think it might be. And it makes me wonder, why doesn't Obama pay attention anymore? Let's assume it's true. And I think the answer might be because he's screwed up just about everything he's touched. And the American people's high disapproval ratings are weighing heavily on him. He's had over 2 years. He has over 2 years left to go in office, and I suspect that he's beginning to view those 2 years less as a blessing than as a prison sentence. I don't think it's fun for him to be in the White House right now. Obama is caught on the one in one of the toughest prisons in the federal penitentiary system, the White House. I don't think he's tough enough or smart enough to make it in that joint. I don't think he's tough enough to make it with his cellmate, Michelle. I don't think she likes being there either. And I'll bet she does not make his life, he says, well, I'm finally done with all those crazy people. I can go home to my spouse and everything. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that's a happy transition for President Obama. And if it's true that he's not necessarily, that everything's not copacetic with his cellmate Michelle, there's no place for Obama to hide besides the golf course, and even there he can't escape the paparazzi. I think he's resigned to his time in the Oval Office. Once he gets out, I think all we'll hear is free at last, as he runs down the road. Disappears, just like George W. Bush. Here's the next article. Obama makes rare campaign trail appearance. People leave early. What? You've probably all seen this report, but with approval levels hovering around record lows, Obama spent most of his campaign-related efforts this year raising money for struggling Democrats who risk losing control of the Senate in November 4th midterm elections. Most candidates from his party have been wary of appearing with Obama during their election races because of Obama's sagging popularity. President Obama made a rare appearance on the campaign trail Sunday with a rally to support the Democratic candidate for governor in Maryland, but early departures of proud members while he spoke underscored his continuing unpopularity. Now, I've been around for a while, all right? But I can't recall ever before hearing of a president who was speaking at a public forum where the audience was composed primarily of his own party. Remember, this was a political campaign rally for a Democratic candidate for governor. And again, when was the last time you heard of a president addressing a group of his own political party where some significant number said, we're out of here? Packed up and walked out. Obama really is the Rodney Dangerfield of American politics. He does so respect, and rightfully so. He's an embarrassment to just about everyone. Here's another example. This is from The Hill. The headline is Obama, Dem candidates avoiding me have supported my agenda. This is so bizarre. President Obama delivered a blow to Democratic Senate candidates looking to distance themselves from his flagging approval ratings Monday, saying lawmakers avoiding him on the campaign trail were strong allies and supporters who have supported my agenda in Congress. That's Obama speaking. The bottom line is these all are folks who vote with me. They have supported my agenda in Congress, and he went on. Now, we got people who are fighting to get reelected, Democrats, and they understand that Obama is not an asset. And nevertheless, Obama's, these people are trying to stay away from me, but they support me. How stupid is that? Democrats want to distance themselves from Obama, but he publicizes their loyalty to him and his policies. He publicizes their association. I'll bet that by claiming these Democrat candidates were really Obama supporters, this has cost them another 2 or 3% of the vote. That's not just vanity. I think it's vanity. I think Obama refuses to admit that he's such a colossal incompetent that even Democrats try to avoid him. Instead, he seems to claim that even people who despise him actually love him. That's the implication of some of these things. Here's another one from the New York Times. Black folks seen as last for Democrats to hold Senate. A confidential memo from a former pollster for President Obama contained a blunt warning for Democrats. Written this month with an eye toward Election Day, it predicted a crush in Democrat losses across the country.
that the party did not do more to get black voters to the polls. African-American voters came out in force in 2008 and 2012, but they are not well positioned to do so again in 2014. This according to Cornell Belcher, polls who wrote the memo. In fact, over half of the midterm elections are taking place. Okay? Well, it'll be in the next couple of months. You know, hang around, you'll get a chance to go. Listen, good luck with getting a strong black turnout. Good luck to the Democrats. Think you're going to get a strong black turnout? I don't think so. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that even a significant percentage of blacks are mad at Obama for encouraging an invasion by illegal aliens who are taking jobs that might otherwise have gone to blacks. They look at him and say, what the heck is this guy doing? Well, illegals are pouring into this country. They're taking black jobs before they get to white jobs, and they're angry about this. You know, President Obama really is an extraordinary candidate. I can't remember anything like it before. He's managed to alienate Republican supporters. He's managed to alienate the American people. He's done a good job of that. 60% or more don't like what he's doing. He's managed to alienate Democrats, his own party. Right? They don't want him around. And now he's even managed to alienate blacks. I wouldn't have thought that was possible. How can it be a man in politics who's managed to alienate virtually every major political group in the American people, and he's been elected twice to the presidency? How is that possible? How can that happen? My opinion, the answer is Republican assistance. Republicans insisted on running a proven loser, John McCain, 2008, and another proven loser, Mitt Romney, in 2012. And of course, they lost. Right? Obama